Welcome students once again to GS Maths. We will continue with the topic of 10th standard arithmetic progression. In my first two lectures, we discussed how to find the nth term of an AP and sum of n terms of an AP. I will again just rewind the things. First topic we did was the nth term, or we call it as last term of AP, is a plus n minus 1 into d. This we did in the first lecture. Then in the second lecture we discussed how to find the sum of n terms of an AP. Now sum of n terms of an AP is this. Sum of n terms is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This was sum of n terms of an AP, that is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now this was modified. We wrote a plus a, that became a plus a nth term, that is the last term, n by 2 a plus last term. We did few questions based on this. Now one more thing I want to tell you. This is if I have sum of n terms, if s of n terms or sum of n terms is given, okay, we can find the nth term. We can find the nth term by using a very basic formula, that is the nth term is s of n, that is sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 terms. I will give you an example of it. Say if Sn is given to you, sum of n terms is given to you, we can find the nth term by using this formula. A very simple formula, that is nth term equals to sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 terms. Is it okay? Now I will give you an example. Say sum of n terms is given to me as 3n square minus 4n. Now I want to find the nth term. How can I find? Replace this n with n minus 1. What? This square minus 4 n minus 1. What I have done? I have replaced this n with n minus 1. N with n minus 1. Now just open the brackets. I get 3 times n square plus 1 minus 2n minus 4n plus 4. That is 3n square plus 3 minus 6n minus 4n plus 4. That is 3n square minus 10n plus 7. This is s of n minus 1. I need the nth term. Substitute the values. Sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 terms. So just put the value. I have an equals to Sn minus 1. This becomes Sn. Sn is this minus of 3n square minus 10n plus 7. This is 3n square with 3n square goes, minus 4n plus 10n is there, minus 4n plus 10n minus 7. That is 6n minus 7 is your nth term. This is the formula I have used how to find the nth term when sum of n terms is given to us. This is the formula. An equals to sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 terms. I have given you an example. The sum of n terms was given to you as this 3n square minus 4n. How I got this nth term? Replace this n with n minus 1. Replace this n with n minus 1. Replace, open the brackets, put the values Sn. Sn was 3n square minus 4n minus of Sn minus 1. Sn minus 1. Just open the brackets, what you get? I get the nth term. Right? Now the alternate method. Suppose you don't remember this formula. What is the alternate method? How to find this? How to find the nth term when we don't know this? An equals to Sn minus 1. Now another way to do is put n equals to 1 in it. It's an alternative method. N 1, that is 3 minus 4. What do I get? Minus 1. Now this reads as sum of one term. Sum of one term means it is the first term. I get the first term. Right? Now put n equals to 2. N equals to 2. What happens? 2 square 4. 4 into 3, 12. Minus of 4 into 2. That is 8. I get S2. This means sum of two terms is 4. Sum of two terms means the first term plus the second term. Now what was my first term? First term was minus 1. I get 4 equals to minus 1 plus A2, or A2 equals to 5. A2 equals to 5. Now in the same way I can calculate the third term also. Let me calculate it for you. Put n equals to 3 in this. S3. S3 is 3 square is 9. 9 3 27. Minus 4 3s are 12. Right? This is the sum of three terms. Sum of three terms means first term plus second term plus third term. Now 27 minus this is 12, 15 equals to, what is A1? Minus 1 plus A2, 5 plus A3. This is 4, 15 minus 4 is 11, that is A3. Now I can calculate the nth term by using this formula. I have the first term, now nth term will be an equals to A means first term is minus 1 plus n minus 1 as it is into d. This is, well, what is d? D is second term minus first term. Yeah, third term minus second term. It is 6 minus 1 plus n minus 1 into 6. I get the answer as 6n. 6n minus 6 minus 1. That is minus 7. 6n minus 7. This is the result. D is minus 6. D is positive 6. When I open the brackets, that is minus 1 plus n minus 1 into d. D is 6. 6n minus 6 minus 6 minus 1 is minus 7. So nth term is 6n minus 7. So in both the cases, I get the same answer, that is 6n minus of 7. Right? Now, is it clear? What I did, put A1, n equals to 1 over here. I get 3 into 1 minus 4. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now S of 2. S of 2 is 2 square is 4, 3, 12 minus of 8. I get 12 minus 8 is 4. Sum of two terms. Two terms means the first term plus the second term. Now first term was minus 1. So 4 plus 1 it becomes 5. So I get the second term as 5. Now put n equals to 3 over here. 3 square is 9, 3, 27 minus 12. 27 minus 12 is 15. Now this is sum of three terms. First term, second term, third term. What was my first term? Minus 1. Second term, 5. It's A3. 4, 15 minus 4 is 11. The third term is 11. Now I can calculate nth term. I have the first term, I have the second term, I have the third term. Now the common difference will be second term minus first term, that becomes 6. 6. A plus A was minus 1, the first term was minus 1. N minus 1 into D, I get 6n minus 7. Hope you have understood this. There are two ways to find the nth term when sum of n terms is given to us. Right? Now, we will do more questions based on sum of n terms of an AP. It's a very important topic from examination point of view. Normally many questions from this topic only come in the exam, CBSE board. Right? Now, let me do a question for you. Question is, now, find the sum of find the sum of first 40 positive integers of first 40 positive integers, first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. Divisible by 6. Now what I need, find the sum of first 40 positive integers which are divisible by 6. Number given is 40, divisible by 6. Just write the table of 6. That is 6, first term will be 6, right? Then 12, 18 and so on. And so on. Now I need the sum of the 40 terms, integers divisible by 6. First term 6, common difference again 6, 12 minus 6 is 6. Sum of 40 terms I need S40. S40 is n by 2. I am again using this formula 2a, 2 into a, 12 plus n minus 1. N minus 1 means 40 minus 1, 39 into d. D is 6. Okay. I get 20 multiplied by 12 plus 6, 9, 54, 6, 3, 18 and 5. 234 plus 12. I get 20 multiplied by 6, 4, 2, 6, 4. This is 4 plus 2. No, here 6, here 46. That is 246. Okay? 20 multiplied by 246 is 492. That is 1292. 24920. This is the answer. That is 4920 is the sum of 40 positive integers which are divisible by 6. Now the only formula I have used is Sn. Sum of n terms is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? Now another sum based on sum of n terms of an AP. Another question is, it's a very good sum. Question is, a sum of rupees 700. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 each prizes, 7 cash prizes is to be used. This a sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes. Right? 7 cash prizes. Cash prizes to the students of a school for the overall academic performance. Now, if each prize is rupees 20 less, if each prize is rupees 20 less than the preceding prize, then its preceding price, find the value of each of the prize. Find the value of each prize. Each prize. This is a very good sum. Sum of rupees. Total sum of rupees is how much? 700. How many cash prizes we have to give? 7. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding prize, now let the first prize equals to say A. Right? Now the second prize will be what? First prize is A, second prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding price. That means the second price is rupees 20 less than its preceding. Now the third will be what? A minus 20 minus 20, that is A minus 40. Next will be A minus 60 and so on. How many prices I need? 7 prices. So the first term is A, common difference is second term minus first term. I get common difference as minus 20. Now I just need to find S7. Sum of 7 prices is going to be as 700 rupees. Okay, 700 rupees equals to, again I am using the formula, S of n is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into b. I am using this formula over here. That is S7, because 7 prices are there, equals to 700, it's given to me, equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, 7 minus 1 into d. Just put down the values, that is 700 equals to 7 by 2, 2a is as it is, a plus 6 into d, 6 into minus 20, that is minus 120 is there. Now, in order to make it easy, what I will do is, 700 is there, 7 by 2, I will take 2 common from here, I get a minus of 60. This 2 with 2 goes, 700 are 700. I get 100 equals to a minus 60, or a equals to 160. That means my first price is 160 rupees. 160 rupees. Second price will be 160 minus 20, that is 140. Next will be 160 minus 40, that will be 120. 160 minus 60, it will be 100, and so on. So I will write down 160 is the first price, minus 20, I get 140, then minus 20, I get 120, 100, and so on. I can get all the 7 prices, the value of all the 7 prices. Like, find the value of each price. First price is 160, then 140, then 120, then 100. Next will be 80, then 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one will be 40. 7 prices. This is 160, first price. Second price 140, 20 less than the preceding price, that is 120, then 100, then 80. Go on subtracting 20 from each, you can get all the values of the each price. That is, you can calculate the value of each price. There were 7 prices, I have calculated it. Hope you have understood the sum, and how to calculate it. I have used only one formula, that is Sn equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now, another question based on it. It's again a very good sum. The more you solve, the more confidence you gain. So, my advice is, solve as many sums as you can, so that you can clear the concept, what is all about. Now, do solve variety of sums. Next question I am going to do is this. Look, if the ratio of sums of n terms of 2 APs is n plus 7, ratio 3n plus 1, 3n plus 1, then find the ratio of the seventh term of the series. Find the ratio of seventh term of the series. If the ratio of sums of n terms of two APs are there is this, find the ratio of seventh term of the series या APs, sum of n terms. Now in both the cases I have to consider n terms only. Now there are two APs, ठीक है? The sum of n terms of first AP, sum of n terms of the second AP, it is given as n plus 7 upon 3n plus 1. This is given to us. Sum of n terms of first AP, there are two APs. It's written sum of n terms of two APs. There are two APs. Now sum of n terms of first AP, sum of n terms of the second AP is given. Its ratio is n plus 7 upon 3n plus 1. Now again apply the formula, sum of n terms n by 2. This is the first AP, so I will use 2a1. Its first term is a1 plus n minus 1 into d. Let it be d1. Now divided by, this is the second AP. Number of terms is n by 2. Okay, n by 2. Second AP, so I will take say a dash, या a2 plus n minus 1 into d2. There are two APs, ठीक है? तो अगर दो APs हैं, number of terms same है, they are two different APs. So first term in the first AP I have taken as a1. The common difference in the first AP I have taken as d1. The first term in the second AP I have taken as a2. And common difference in the second AP I have taken as d2. This is given to me as n plus 7 upon 3n plus 1. This goes. Now what I am left out? N plus 7, 3n plus 1 equals to 2a1 plus n minus 1 d1 divided by 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2. N by 2 they get cancelled. What I am now going to do is divide numerator and denominator by 2. So what I get? a1 n minus 1 by 2 d1 divided by a2 n minus 1 by 2 into d2. What I have done is I have divided the numerator and the denominator by 2. So I get this thing. What I have to find is find the ratio of seventh term of the two APs. Okay. Now the seventh term of the first AP, the seventh term of the second AP. Right. This is a1 plus 6 d1. I have used the formula nth term equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. A seventh of the second is a2 plus 6 d2. Now when we compare this with this side, ठीक है? What I observe, a1 is simple, a1 is same, plus 6 d1. In place of 6, here it is written n minus 1 by 2 d1. a2 plus n minus 1 by 2, it's 6 d2. So can I compare these? Okay, n minus 1 by 2 must be equal to what? 6. So n must be equal to 13. On comparing the right hand side of this with this, I get n equals to 13. ठीक है? If n is 13, then I can now find the ratio of this upon this by just substituting the value of n over here. That is, now the sum of the first 7 terms of first AP divided by the seventh term of the first AP, the seventh term of the second AP is, just put the value of n over here. 13 plus 7 is 20, right? 39 plus 1, 40. I get 1 upon 2. That means the ratio of the seventh term of the two APs is 1:2. This is the answer, 1:2. I will again explain. Sum of n terms of first AP, sum of n terms of second AP. It was given as n plus 7, ratio 3n plus 1. Now what I have done, I have just substituted the value, okay, sum of n terms of first AP. अगर उसने first AP बोला, there are two different APs. So thereby I have considered first term A1, common difference D1 of the first AP. Second AP, first term is considered as A2 and the common difference is considered as D2. Now, just n by 2 goes, apply the formula. I get this. What I did next step, I divided the numerator and the denominator by 2. I get this thing. Okay? Now, I need ratio of the seventh term of the APs. Now, the seventh term of the first AP is written like this. The seventh term of the second AP is written like this. Okay? Now, on comparing these two, right, n minus 1 by 2 is equal to what? 6. N minus 1 by 2 is equal to what? 6. From here I get n equals to 13. Now just substitute the value of n equals to 13 over here. That is 13 plus 7 is 20. 39 plus 1 is 40. 1 by 2. So the ratio is 1:2. These were few questions which I like to solve with you. That is based on the sum of n terms of AP. In my next lecture, I will do more questions based on this sum, right? So keep on watching my video. Thanks for it. Do practice as many sums as you can so that you have a confidence of solving the problems. Thank you. Have a nice time. Bye.